Hello, my dear colleagues. Hope you are all okay and healthy and that your families are also okay and healthy. And hopefully we can see each other sometime next year in person. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, just a moment. There we go. And my topic for today is mentoring as a tool for professional development. Okay. Now, the first thing we need to know is what professional development is. Okay. According to Neary, who is a very famous author of a CPD book, which I think I have in the end as a reference, says that CPD is the maintenance and enhancement of the knowledge, expertise, and competence of professionals throughout their careers, according to a plan formulated with regard to the needs of the professional, the employer, the profession, and the society. So what does this mean? Means that us, ourselves, professionals, we need to maintain and enhance our knowledge, our expertise, and our competence throughout our careers. And how can we do it? We need to have a plan. And what does this plan has to take into account? Our needs, our employer's needs, our profession needs, and the society where we are included, okay? So this is not a supermarket plan or list, but is a plan formulated taking into account our needs mainly, and then second place, the employer, then profession and society. Now, as we have seen, three main topics: CPD, continuing professional development. 3 keywords. Continuing, it means continuous development. So it's a non-stop before we, since we graduate until the end of our careers, we are constantly learning. Seek to improve knowledge, skills, and performance, and regular investment of time and learning as an essential part of professional life and not as an optional extra. This is very important. CPD is not an extra, and is not an extra thing to give you status. It's not an extra thing to give you money. It's an extra thing for you to improve your knowledge, your expertise, and your competence. Never forget about it. Professional, active interest in the continuous development and improvement of self and others at both organizational and individual levels. The learning objectives should be clear and serve individual and ideally clients or and organizational needs. So we need to have an interest in developing ourselves and improve ourselves. And besides that, we need to have learning objectives, okay? Because if we don't have them, we will never know what we are doing or what we are going to do or what do we want to do. Okay, so please be careful. Development. We need to do a realistic assessment of what needs to be learned in order to meet the demands of the ever-changing professional and business worlds. Pandemic is an example of this. Everything changed from one day to another. The whole world stopped. Okay, so we need to face the change. And to face the change, we need to know what do we need to learn. I'm a translator. Well, do I need to learn softwares for translators? Yes. Is that important? Yes. So let's go and study that more deeply. Let's go and do a summer course in London, in New York, in France, whatever. Development, if owned and managed by the individual, learning from all experiences, very important, combined with reflection as a key activity. All experiences, even if you meet someone in a trip, in an airplane, you just change points of views, and then in the end, you understand that you have lots of things in common, you exchange contacts, and voila, that's it. And reflection is essential. Is essential because we need to think about what we do. This is not a matter of having a certificate and full stop and bye-bye. We need to reflect about what we do, if the money was well spent, if it was not well spent, what did we learn, etc., etc. We need to work, and nowadays more than ever, effectively and inclusively with colleagues, clients, stakeholders, customers, teams, and individuals. We need to be open-minded people. We don't say, no, I don't work with women, or I don't work with men, or I don't work with people with a degree lower than a PhD. This is horrible. Please don't do that. Accept everyone. You may learn with you may learn with the ones you don't want. So think about it. Benefits of CPD, of course, improve skills because we are going to learn something, and improve knowledge, of course. And if we have skills and knowledge, we will share and we will have something in return. So networking is going to improve. If we have the skills, the knowledge, and the contacts, we will have a better performance because we have all the tools. And if we have all the tools, the performance, the networking, and the knowledge, we boost our self-confidence. So we are self-confident people. And nowadays it's very, very highly necessary. If we have the skills, the knowledge, the contacts, the performance, and the self-confidence, our levels of stress will go down. So we don't feel overwhelmed with things that are just stupid. So if we have the skills, the knowledge, the context, the performance, self-confidence, no stress, we have a competitive edge against our competitors. So think about it, because we are the best. If we have the skills, the knowledge, the context, the performance, we are self-confident, we have no stress, we have a competitive edge, we have an earning potential. Of course, if we have all of this inside the same bag, of course, we are the best in what we do. So think about it, and please see that the first two is skills and knowledge. If we have the skills and the knowledge, the rest just comes, okay? Now, a very important sentence from Neri that I share with everyone I know, because it's just essential. If we don't know what the profession is, why it is a profession, and what our role is in its maintenance and development, then we cannot expect others to see this, nor can we expect them to value what we do as professionals unless we maintain and develop our professional status. So it's up to us to understand what we do and what is our role. And if we do this, other people will see this because we will have the self-confidence, no stress, blah, blah, blah. So if we want others to value us as professionals, we need to develop and maintain our professional status. Okay, we don't need to say, oh, I'm a professional teacher. No, you're just a teacher, full stop. Because when you go to the dentist, you don't say, well, I'm going to have an appointment with a professional dentist, because it's a dentist, for Christ's sake. So we need to say, no, I'm a translator, I'm a cook, I'm a bookkeeper, I'm an accountant, and it's a job as any other. What makes you a professional? Managing relations, of course. You need to you need to create constructive relations. You need to deal with conflicts, mainly nowadays, because everything is a mess. You cannot say anything, everyone judge you, and it's horrible. You need to engage in reflective practice, critical thinking. Okay, I've done this wrong. What can I do to improve? I've done this okay, better. Okay. We need to adopt professional values and ethical standards. Essential nowadays, completely essential. We need to fight for our profession. We need to support research and developments. We need to respect human rights and diversity. We need to respect all stakeholders. If you have a company, you need to respect from the doorbell man until the director, general manager, CEO, because they are all people. They are not things, they are people. And be part of an association, essential in all the areas you are. Also important to keep in mind regarding CPD, of course, mentoring, which we are going to talk about in a minute. Your CPD needs, the ones you have are not the ones I have, and vice versa. You need to know what you can offer. You need to think about your return on investment. Of course, we are not hypocrites. We all need money to live and have a comfortable life. That's what all of us want. Networking, social media, LinkedIn maybe, mainly, because I've read an interview with LinkedIn CEO, and it says that in 5 years, all recruitment in the world will be done through LinkedIn. So go. International CPD conferences, as we are doing here, workshops, webinars, etc. Please share, share, share. It's the main word. Now mentoring. Okay, now that you have seen what is professional development, mentoring. I have some definitions here. I'm not going to read them all to you because I don't want you to fall asleep. But anyway, I can read you 2 of them. You can see here that I have some bold words. And I'll read the first one and the last one. Okay. Mentoring is a process where one person offers help, guidance, advice, and support to facilitate the learning or development of another person. First. And the last one from my dear friend Doug Lawrence. Mentoring is a method of learning and development whereby the mentor uses his or her knowledge, expertise, and experience to assist the mentee in developing critical thinking skills and personal and professional growth. What does this mean? Since I cannot spend the whole day here talking about mentoring because you would hate me, mentoring is all of these words you see: help, guidance, advice, support, progress. And I've seen on the presentation schedule that I'm going to have a colleague from the United Arab Emirates talking about mentoring. So for my colleague from the United Arab Emirates, greetings. I'm glad that someone is talking about mentoring too, not only me. If you want to contact me, please do send me a message on LinkedIn because I already sent you a connection request. Thanks so much. And so these are the main adjectives, words, classifying mentoring: progress, development, support, guidance, altruistic, experience, reflect, construct, assist. This is mentoring, somebody helping someone else. It doesn't mean that you have to be older than the mentee. The mentor does not have to be older than the mentee, can be the other way around. That is inverse mentoring, reverse mentoring, sorry. And we also have peer mentoring, one-to-one mentoring, formal mentoring, informal mentoring. So I'm writing my PhD on mentoring, and so it's quite interesting. So this is mentoring. Mentoring is a solution for this lack of professional development, this lack of guidance, because it helps people to find the correct career pathway and to understand their place in the area of studies. Am I studying the right thing? Am I in the right place? Is this what I want to do? Do I really want to be an economist or a lawyer? Or do I really want to be a lawyer or a teacher? Okay. The importance of having a good resume, essential to create an orientated resume. Professional orientation, help with online profiles, understand the world which will be faced. If you are a mentor, you understand what I'm saying. I am a translator and a translation lecturer, and I'm a mentor for future to-be translators. So I explain them how the translation world works, so they will understand what I'm saying. Active learning with mentors, failures and successes. Of course, they love this. They always ask me, Anna, did you fail? Of course, I'm a human being. How did you do it? How did you manage to solve the question? What happened? Did you cry? Were you sad? Okay, so you were successful. You bought an amazing car with the money of your work. So how was it? How did you feel? Were you excited, emotional? Did you cry saying, well, I paid this car with my money? So they want to know these things and lead by example. This is the most important thing. You cannot be a mentor if you're not an example. Please do not mix mentoring and coaching, because mentoring is something that comes, that's something that comes from inside of you, and coaching is something that you can learn in a school for mentoring, for coaching, excuse me, and you can have a coaching course and you can apply coaching tools to anyone. And mentoring, you can only be a mentor in the area of your influence. I, as a translator, can only be a mentor for translators. I cannot be a mentor for lawyers because I never studied law. So please be careful with these strange mentors you can find anywhere, or coaches, because there are coaches for everything, okay? So this was my presentation. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because this is a bit boring, but I truly hope that you managed to understand my message, that professional development is essential, that mentoring is an excellent tool and should be used everywhere, from governments to schools to universities to research to everything. So it was a pleasure to be here. If you have any questions, I think the organizers can share my email. Please do write me, send me a message on LinkedIn, just search for my name, Sofia Saldanha, and you will find me. And it was a true pleasure to be here again, and I wish all the best for all of you. Thank you.